Alright, what's up everybody? Getting situated over here. About to start some Streets of Rage 2. So Alright, so last time that I was playing Streets of Rage, I played through Streets of Rage 1 as each of the characters, just, for the hell of it, none for anything in particular. Then went on to Streets of Rage 2 where I beat the game with Blaze. So tonight, I'm gonna replay the game over and over, but as the rest of the characters. Alright, so last time I was playing Streets of Rage 2, I used the cheat code to give me extra lives and all that, but for this game anyways, it wasn't really necessary. The first game, I felt it was a little necessary. But I really shouldn't need cheat codes in this game. At the very least, the only thing that I need to make sure I do is put the game on easy. Oh, that's interesting because when I put the cheat code before, it gave me very easy. So I guess we'll try to see how easy mode is. And then the highest amount of lives I can put is 5, whereas with the cheat code, the highest I can put in is actually 9. Let me make sure those options stayed. Alright, they did. There we go. One more moment. All right, so I think I gave everyone enough time to try to join in before I um. All right, so last time I played as Blaze, who is your basically your all-around character. She has even stats in everything, which makes her pretty good. To be honest, Blaze has been my favorite character in these games. You know, she's just that much well balanced, and even in the first game, even though she was the weakest of the characters but the fastest, I found that speed is much more important than power as far as the first game goes. Alright, so today, let's play as Max. Max is a wrestler, obviously from his size and look. Pretty much beats people up, like, you know, within a few hits. Some of these guys would have been dead if I was playing on very easy, but since I didn't input the cheat code to get very easy and to put more lives, but that's okay. It's not going to be very necessary. This is how I think so anyways, but I don't recall putting, like, you know, using the cheat codes originally for Streets of Rage 2. And I always found this game to be like the easiest of the Streets of Rages. But also, you know, the best and most enjoyable one. Also, while I'm playing Streets of Rage 2, I'm also watching the Voltron weekend marathon they have going on Twitch. Yeah, but playing through these Streets of Rages is really getting me in the mood to play through other beat 'em up. Not saying I'm gonna do that, but the urge is there. And the temptation. Alright, so I just realized I'm getting hosted again by my sister, Lilo Ali. So thanks for that. But I keep forgetting that I guess I don't have the host notification up, like whenever someone hosts. Like I have it set so that people follow whatnot. I could have sworn I had it set to for when people hosted, but I'll make sure I'll have that fixed next time. So that way you can get, the proper recognition for your hosting. I will stand here and spin in a circle. This level is really cool. This is basically the amusement park level. These type of levels, you know, they don't show up in every beat 'em up, but they show up in quite a few beat 'em ups. Bare Knuckle, which is the name of Streets of Rage over in Japan. Oh, what the heck was that? You get thrown by this lizard? So we know, Streets of Rage 2, this is going to be the amusement. Now the amusement park level. As far as other games go that featured amusement park levels, I think Captain Commando might have had a level like that. Simpsons for sure had a amusement park level. Yeah, so these kind of levels definitely come up from time to time. I hope you're enjoying the pirate ride. That's just about it. I mean, no, it looks like it's like a Disney World or something, because you got the huge cast in the background. There's not really too many theme parks and amusement parks that's known for having a huge castle. And for those who have been to Disneyland or Disney World, they have a Pirates themed ride. We're about to go into like an alien type ride, and believe it or not, not that was particularly from a franchise, from the Alien franchise or anything, but there was an alien ride in Disney. Used to be in Tomorrowland. Like, I don't think it was, you know, Alien from Aliens. I think it was just, like, whatever alien thing that they made up, and it was kind of like a, you know, horror ride of sorts. From what I remember, all it was is you actually, like, sat in a room, and then in the middle was, like, a little, tank or capsule that had an alien inside it, for, you know, basically people to look at. And during the course of the ride, and I use air quotes when I say ride, because you're mostly just sitting there, you know, lights go out, the alien breaks free, again, quotations on the breaks free, and the whole point to you sitting down is, you know, on your chair you got speakers, you also have other little effects going on in the room, like, you know, water being shot out or your chair shaking, you know, just like things like that. It was an amusing ride. I don't believe they have it anymore. Yeah, I'm pretty positive they don't have it anymore. But it was something that they had like years and years ago. Man, Max is really slow. Alright. And I used to really like playing this, and I don't know. I get that help before I hope. Hello, additional viewers who are just now coming in. Playing Streets of Rage 2. Playing this game after I played Streets of Rage 1 a few times. So I'm going to be playing Streets of Rage 2 a few times. So far I beat it with the character Blaze, playing it as Max, and after this I'm going to be playing it as Axel and Skate. So if you care to stick around, watch an old school classic. Maybe talk some shit along the way. Don't mind me, just beating people up with a pipe. There's just certain weapons that are standards for, you know, to pick up for a beat 'em up, and pipes is definitely one of them. Pipes and bats, canes, sometimes. the level design in this game I always thought was really cool. Just, you know, we have a few really cool locations to fight through, which includes amusement park, baseball field. And the graphics are a lot more detailed than in the first game. Also, something else that's in this game that isn't in the original game is interior levels. Aside from the final level of Streets of Rage 1, no other levels take place inside anything. And that's kind of partly so you can call your... basically what I'm going to call bro cops, because that's what someone called them in one of the other streams. In the first Streets of Rage, you were able to call these bro cops that would come out and they would fire like a rocket and clear the screen of enemies for you. And in the final level of Streets of Rage, you're inside basically like the penthouse suite of the final boss, and that's the only level in the game where you can't. That is not only is it an interior level, but you can't call the bro cops. Alright, so... Oh, no. Oh, no you don't. Alright, so I once said before that every great beat-em-up, and even not so great beat-em-up, usually features a level where you're fighting in an oversized elevator, battling against a bunch of lackeys, henchmen, minions, whatever you want to call them. But this game is actually so badass that we actually get two, like not one, not two, but 3 fights in elevators. So that's how badass and cutting edge this game was, where every other game had, at least one elevator battle. This game gotta have 3. So that was the first elevator, and it's kind of amusing that so under this baseball field, there's alright. It's just a funny concept to have a baseball field, and in this baseball field, in the middle of the mounding area, is a hidden elevator that takes you to some type of underground fight club. And here I'm about to fight a wrestler that's very... I didn't mean to pick that up, but that's okay. I'm about to fight someone who's very reminiscent of the Ultimate Warrior. Because... Yeah, because these games used to do stuff like that. Like, they would... take... popular wrestlers. Like, you knew it was them, but they wouldn't say that's actually them. Oh, an achievement. Cool. Not that I was aiming for that. So in this game, in the first game, you had wrestlers who looked very, very similar to the Ultimate Warrior. In Final Fight, you had oops, I was paying attention. I got cut. I'm not sure. Yeah, these guys are really annoying anyways. There you go. Fucking suplex your ass. They get a suplex city. Guys, these guys look like little jokers or something. Aw, motherfucker. Oh, so as I was saying, with the first Final Fight, they had a couple characters that were modeled after Andre the Giant, and even resembled the name. I think one of them was named Andor, and then there's another one named Hugo. If you're familiar with Street Fighter, you might have seen Hugo in Street Fighter 4. So, from time to time, sometimes in the Street Fighter games, they'll have Final Fight characters show up. You know, they weren't so much in the traditional, like the first couple Street Fighter games. Even though, if I'm not mistaken, I think Hagar was, you know, potentially supposed to be in the game as, you know, the game's wrestler. But for whatever reason, I have no idea, they just created a whole new character in Zangief, which is fine. That worked out for the best, really. You know, we do see Hagar. Yeah, I'm good. So anyways, you do see Hagar outside of Final Fight in a game for the SNES called, and I think it might have came out in the arcades also. It was called Saturday Night Slam Masters, which was a pretty alright wrestling game made by Capcom. So, but Hagar showed up in that game basically as the, you know, that game's resident big dude wrestler among, you know, other wrestler-based characters. So hello viewers who are just now checking in on the channel. Playing Streets of Rage 2. Just running through it, not doing nothing special, just going around beating people up. Just enjoying a great classic. Ah, motherfucker. These guys can be really annoying. Right now I'm just doing a run through as Max. After I complete this, I'm gonna be playing it again, but as Axel, and then as Skate. So hopefully that's something you guys will enjoy. And, you know, also talk shit in between. Oh, motherfucker. The boss beat drop. I don't believe in fucking with this dude. He could be, yeah, he's pretty cheap. Go pick up that health. Might not let me. Alright, I got it. And here we have your beach level. You know, another type of level that you see from time to time. I don't think you don't really see it too much, you know, or that often, but I mean, no games really come to mind immediately. If we're talking about, I believe, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 3 on the NES. I think like one of the earlier levels of the beach level. Well, anyways, I was talking about Final Fight characters showing up in Street Fighter games or other games in general. But the Final Fight characters really didn't start showing up in Street Fighter games until Street Fighter Alpha, where they kind of just threw in Guy to that game. So, not really sure, you know, why Guy in particular, you know, which is, you know, not only chosen to, you know, to be in the game, but, you know, of all the side characters and stuff that they have in these games, and, you know, he was chosen. And remember, you know, before that, they didn't have any side characters or even characters from the first game in like Street Fighter 2 or even in Street Fighter 3. But Street Fighter Alpha featured characters that are from other games, and if you're not too familiar with you know, the Street Fighter and the Final Fight franchises, they take place within the same universe as each other. I don't know if it's because, you know, maybe you had the same development members that were making the game, and that's why you know, both games are canon in each other's universes. But for whatever reason, you know, those games do, and Guy was the you know, first Final Fight character that showed up in a Street Fighter, and that was Street Fighter Alpha, which wasn't really too big of a deal because, you know, Street Fighter Alpha is I mean, I'm pretty sure Street Fighter, like the events of the Street Fighter Alphas are, you know, canon for the most part, save, you know, trying to, you know, clear out some minor details, make sense of the, you know, story and the canonicity of it. Oh, motherfucker. So, but yeah, but at the time, since Street Fighter Alpha was like kind of its own thing, but, you know, still something that was trying to follow the Street Fighter lore a bit. You know, that game had ended up having other Final Fight characters like Cody, and there was even characters that were from the original Street Fighter. And, you know, if anything, quite a few of those characters from the original Street Fighter still haven't really shown up again. You know, either whether it's they haven't showed up again, whether it's in a Street Fighter or just in another game in general. So like so the character of Eagle, who's in Street Fighter 1, the only time you really only see him is in Capcom versus SNK 2. I don't even think he's in the first one. And out of that, that's pretty much it. I don't think he's in any other game. I will spin around in a freaking circle. That guy's done. Now it's time to take care of Blanca over here. But the Final Fight characters, and even Street Fighter 1 characters, did start showing up in the Street Fighter series, at least by the time of Street Fighter 4. You know, you had characters like Birdie that were in the game. And then as far as Final Fight character goes, like, you actually have quite a few of them that showed up in Street Fighter 4. You had, you know, so aside from Cody and Guy, you had Hugo, who, oh, actually, I made a mistake. No, the Final Fight characters started showing up in Street Fighter 3 was Hugo. You know, Hugo was a playable character in Street Fighter 3, and then he ended up showing up later on in Street Fighter 4, and one of the many updates that game had. and even Poison showed up in Street Fighter as a playable character in Street Fighter 4. You know, and some of these characters, of course, you know, this is after they made their appearance in Street Fighter Cross Tekken. You know, Hagar still hasn't made it into a Street Fighter game, but he has been in Marvel vs. Capcom 3. So, you know, he's still... So he still found a way to represent Final Fight through fighting games. You know, maybe one day he'll be in Street Fighter. I don't know. You know, at that point, you know, we might have, you know, one too many grapplers. And in Street Fighter 5, the newest grappler that's in the game is, you know, another character that's from Final Fight. Get that one up. Awesome, I really needed that. That factory level is very reminiscent of the factory level from the last one. And here's the second of 3 elevator battles in one game. So I just noticed that there might be like other moves that I could do in this game. Because I keep doing the slide, I don't know exactly how I'm doing it. I've gotten to come out a couple times without needing to. One of these fuckers is Suplex City. Damn, Max is just so slow. They could just punch him in the middle of a combo. That's not really an issue one has with Blaze, for example. And And we got the boss beat dropping. We got robots. When I was playing this is very easy, there's only one robot. But now we got two of them. Annoying. I don't know why this is working, but it works, so... Yo, Misfit, what is up, dude? Yep, going retro for the moment. Playing some old school Streets of Rage. Basically boss rush time. I'm pretty good. How are you doing over there? Oh, okay. Cool. I mean, that's probably something that I should be looking more into. But, you know, I'm still getting used to the game. Now we have the third and last elevator fight in this game. Like, how dare you block me? I will spam my special. So anyways, Misfit, so I guess you're home at the moment? Oh, we're completely off today. Oh, alright. That's cool. When were you planning on doing some paladins? Oh, okay. Oh, damn, 20 minutes. Why so long to find a ranked match? He can be. He's actually not as bad as it seems. Look at that. I took out half his health after taking him to Suplex City. I don't know, like... Because, I mean, it's supposed to be crossplay with other systems, so I don't understand, you know, the difficulty in finding ranked matches unless people don't like to play ranked matches. Now you get to see the ending. If you've never seen the ending for Streets of Rage 2. Oh, yeah, that sounds interesting. But do you get anything else out of playing ranked matches? Oh, okay. I don't know, I guess it might not be, like, worth it for people to play ranked matches, I don't know. I mean, with that being said, though, is there even a lot of people playing Paladins as is? Because, I mean, I know it's a free game, and you might have people that are playing it. Especially since the game is so similar to Overwatch, like, people might rather play, you know, play Overwatch. You know, and then you also have other games getting really popular, like Fortnite and shit. PUBG. Yeah, I mean, so far now, you know, I played Paladin, so, you know, now I can say I played both games, and it's, you know, when I was playing Paladins, and even when I was, like, watching you play it, I was like, this looks a lot like Overwatch. And there's some characters, who, whether it's their look or otherwise, where they seem very similar to another character in Overwatch. So, like, for example, I don't know what the dude's name in Paladin, but it's the big guy who, like, one of his outfits is a Gundam-looking outfit, and he has, like, a shield that, you know, projects, like, in front of him. And in Overwatch, there's a character that looks... Fernando? Yeah, so... in Overwatch, there's a character named Reinhardt, who's basically that character, where he's a big dude, but he also has like a huge hammer on him, and he does the same thing where he just projects a huge shield in front of him, and then I noticed like there'll be other characters that might be some type of combination of like two characters or something like that. So, but I don't know. I think even after playing Paladins, I think in a way, I still prefer Overwatch. Especially because in Overwatch, even though you have to purchase the game, but you have all the characters unlocked, and all the characters that they end up releasing, you get, and and then the only other things that you have to deal with is getting loot crates. But that's just like in Paladins, like that's for cosmetics and all that. So I think you know what? I think I'm gonna stop playing Streets of Rage for now. If you want me to join you for some Paladins, I could start setting up for all that. All right, dude. Sounds good. I'm gonna start getting everything situated here. So it's just gonna take a few minutes to turn over.